to show you 5 ways where you're probably giving your power away. Number 1, giving your power away to what other people think. This is why identity is so important, because when you know who the heck you are, you will not give 2 rats butts about what other people think. As a matter of fact, that is why it's important for you to perform for an audience of 1. And that is the God within. And that's it. You're not performing for an applause. Number 2, you give your power away when you remain a victim as it relates to your identity. I once heard someone say that nowhere in nature do victims get a reward. Let me say that again. Nowhere in nature do victims get a reward. So it does not serve you to remain a victim. It serves you to rise above anything that's ever happened to you. Number 3, you give your power away through comparison. There is no reason you ever want to compare yourself to someone else, because no one is like you and you are not like anyone else. So therein lies your power, is the fact that you are unique. You have a unique thumbprint and tongue print. Therefore, you can be imitated, but never duplicated. You never, ever need to compare yourself. The idea of comparing yourself is a conditioned response. It is unnatural. It is natural for us to focus on our personal strengths and gifts. Number 4, you give your power away when you constantly focus on past traumas and obstacles. When you cannot move forward because you're stuck in a repetitive cycle of the past. Because even though you've moved on physically from that experience, when you constantly remind yourself of it or talk about it, really what you're doing is reminding your central nervous system of that event over and over again. So you're being re-traumatized over and over again by choice. Maybe the first time you experienced it, it wasn't by choice. But when you're recreating that event in your mind over and over and telling yourself that story over and over, you're re-traumatizing yourself again and again. Number 5, you give away your power when you do things against your purpose and identity. That actually happened to me. I started modeling at 19 and I did it for years. I tried to revisit it again a few years ago and I had a conflict. My modeling agency wanted me to do a commercial for a drug company. Now that goes against everything that I represent as my brand, as my business, as my identity, as my mindset. Everything that I'm about now is all about holistic practices. Even though you can try to justify it and say, well, it's just acting. It's not a big deal. You don't have to use the product. You don't have to promote the product to your friends and family. You can just play the role. You can just play the role for the commercial and move on. No, I can't do that because now I have cognitive dissonance. That means I have 2 different truths that I'm trying to uphold. And one of those truths goes against my actual being. That is a form of stress when you're trying to convince yourself of something that you know you don't believe in. As a matter of fact, you're staunchly against. That will cause internal turmoil. You have to look at yourself in the mirror every day. You have to face the world every day, knowing that you have this inner conflict. You can lie to people, but you can't lie to yourself. So let me give you your mission assignment. Your mission assignment today is before you go to bed at night, I want you to reflect on the day and think about something that you did that sharpened your power, that was in alignment with your power, that proved your power. It could be something as simple as you created boundaries for yourself within a relationship, or you ate foods that made you feel strong and energetic, or you did one thing that is in alignment with your true purpose. On another note, I want to let you know that I do look at the comments, and I want to give a big shout out to people who write in the comments one thing that stood out from my video. And I think that's powerful because what you document, you deepen. You may not know this, but you are really etching it into your mind and making it become a part of you.